Good morning, the Formed Out Life friends. This week, we are still in this beautiful book, the Gospel account of John, in this sermon series where we're looking for those signs of life and leaning into the discipline of study. And we sure do hope that this has been a wonderful experience for your growth in your walk with Jesus. So here's what you can expect this week and how you can plan for it. Today, create some space of prayer and reflection as you're reading through John chapter 8, verses 31 through 47, preparing your heart, your mind for what the Spirit of God's going to do among God's people. And then plan out the Formed Out Life journey for this week, okay? So here's what you can expect on Monday. You're going to read about the sign of Jesus as the eternal God, how he shows up in that space. This Monday, you will watch a video from one of our pastors that's going to give you a little background and a great question to be reflecting upon before you get to Sunday. And this week, you're going to see Pastor Dakota Dietz from the Brookside campus. Another treat. I told you they're going to keep coming. Just wait till next week. On Tuesday, you'll reread that passage and also look at how a thoughtful Christian in a different time and place has engaged that specific scripture. This week, you're going to read Ephraim the Syrian, a Christian writer and poet who lived in Syria in the 4th century. Isn't it neat too, like when you're getting these perspectives, that you're getting this global perspective of what God's doing around the world long before any of us were around? Wonderful, wonderful. On Wednesday, this is a day where we're zeroing in on that memorization and really this long chunk style memorization, okay? So John chapter 6, verses 47 through 58 is our big picture. That's where we're headed. And this week, we're at John chapter 6, verse 55. So keep reviewing where you've been and let's keep marching forward. On Thursday, it's important to see how John is engaged with all of Scripture, but especially the Old Testament. And this week, you're going to read in Exodus about God revealing himself to Moses. And then you're going to compare that to Jesus' claim to be I am. Wow, that's a powerful comparison. On Friday, it's also important to see how John fits with the other writers of the New Testament who were his friends and fellow believers. This week, you're going to read some more from the Apostle Paul and his words about Abraham's faith in God related to Jesus and compare that to John's account. So Saturday, we're carving out another space of silence. As we grow in our understanding of Scripture, we should grow even in spaces of listening and silence. And so we're going to engage in 5 minutes of silence again, trying to avoid distractions. And then after you've done that, reflect and journal about your experience. Okay? Well, you're set for another week. Excited to learn alongside of you, as always. So let's put the formed back in biblically informed. Let's engage the discipline of study together this week.